The pace of medical innovation is accelerating at a breathtaking rate. Each week, new breakthroughs reshape our understanding of disease, health, and what it means to be human. In the past few days alone, physicians used gene therapy inside the womb to cure a deadly genetic disease. A patient survived for more than 3 months with a heart that had no beats, and researchers linked the invisible crisis of microplastic pollution directly to human blood vessels. Today, we'll take you through 5 extraordinary developments from the world of health and medicine. Discoveries with the potential to change lives, alter futures, and challenge everything we thought we knew about the human body. In an unprecedented advance, a group of international doctors treated spinal muscular atrophy, sometimes called SMA, before birth using gene therapy. Spinal muscular atrophy is a tragic disorder caused by a single faulty gene, often leading to muscle wasting, paralysis, and death in early childhood. For families with this diagnosis, options have always been limited, and conventional therapy, even when available, starts only after the first symptoms appear. But this week, medicine took a remarkable leap. In a case that marks a new era, scientists identified the disorder through fetal genetic screening during pregnancy. Instead of waiting for birth, they used a specifically engineered viral vector to deliver a functioning copy of the faulty gene directly to the developing fetus. The vector succeeded in entering fetal nerve and muscle cells, correcting the underlying deficiency before any symptoms could arise. After delivery, the newborn displayed normal muscle tone and breathing, no signs of paralysis, no difficulty sucking or crying, milestones that would have been impossible only a decade ago. This isn't just a promising animal study. It's a real, living child who is thriving thanks to intervention at the earliest stages of life. What once sounded like science fiction, healing genetic diseases before birth, is now a reality. As this technology matures, the hope is that scores of other heritable conditions, from cystic fibrosis to sickle cell anemia, might someday be treated the same way. Meanwhile, on the opposite end of the age spectrum, researchers in Australia pushed the boundaries of what a human body can endure and what technology can replace. A man suffering from end-stage heart failure received an artificial heart with an unprecedented design. No valves, no heartbeat, just a continuous, silent flow of blood. Traditional artificial hearts mimic the natural pulsing of the human organ, but this device operates like a pump in an industrial machine, steadily, endlessly, without the rhythmic thump we associate with life. For over 100 days, the patient lived, breathed, walked, and conversed without a pulse. Doctors monitored his organ function and mental status, amazed to see how well the body adapted to this new form of circulation. He felt, by all accounts, completely normal. This radical approach could become a life-saving option for patients waiting desperately for transplants, as well as those whose natural hearts are too damaged to recover. In the future, a human heart may be more mechanical than organic, and that transformation could occur seamlessly, with no diminishment in what it means to be alive. Another critical challenge in modern healthcare is Alzheimer's disease, a progressive brain condition that causes memory loss, personality change, and ultimately, the loss of independence. For decades, the biggest obstacle has been diagnosis. By the time symptoms surface, the disease is often advanced, and current treatments can do little to halt its progress. But now, a new type of blood test, developed collaboratively between American and European scientists, offers the prospect of early, even pre-symptomatic detection. The test works by measuring a specific protein marker released when brain cells begin to degenerate, well before cognitive decline is noticeable. In large clinical studies, it achieved over 90% accuracy, matching results from far more invasive methods like spinal taps and expensive brain imaging. With a simple blood draw, people could learn their risk long before symptoms appear, opening the door to earlier intervention, dedicated clinical trials, and, hopefully, future treatments that could stop Alzheimer's before it starts. For millions around the world, this could mark the beginning of a more hopeful chapter in the fight against brain disease. The intersection between environmental pollution and personal health reached a dramatic new low this week. In the first study of its kind, doctors analyzed the blood vessels of stroke patients and found something astonishing. Concentrations of microplastics up to 51 times higher than those in the bodies of healthy individuals. These microplastics, shed from packaging, synthetic clothing, and household products, are so small they can pass into the bloodstream, circulate through the body, and persist for years. Researchers believe that these plastic fragments may create inflammation and contribute to blood clots, raising the risk of deadly strokes and brain injuries. While previous investigations showed that humans unknowingly ingest and inhale countless microparticles every week, this is the first concrete evidence connecting environmental plastic pollution directly to serious, life-altering disease outcomes. The more we manufacture, use, and discard plastics, the more they accumulate inside us, often in places crucial for life. Finally, as millions turn to natural supplements like ashwagandha for stress relief and wellness, a new wave of hospital cases has cast a spotlight on their hidden dangers. In several countries, clusters of patients were admitted for severe liver toxicity, all with a shared history of taking unregulated ashwagandha products. Although the herb itself isn't inherently dangerous, high concentrations, poor quality control, and undeclared ingredients, in some cases pharmaceutical drugs, appear to play a role in its harmful effects. For now, public health officials urge caution. Regulation and rigorous testing of herbal supplements lag far behind those for prescription medications. This crisis is a stark reminder that natural does not always mean safe, and that as alternative medicine becomes more popular, oversight must keep pace to prevent future tragedies. Each of these stories underscores just how rapidly medicine is moving forward, and how crucial it is to weigh both the promise and the risks that come with innovation. We're learning to heal congenital disorders before a child is even born, keep people alive with artificial organs that break every precedent, and detect deadly diseases with nothing more than a drop of blood. Yet these triumphs are set against new dangers, environmental toxins, unregulated remedies, and the ever-present fragility of the human body in a changing world. From healing the unborn to diagnosing dementia with a single blood drop, we are witnessing a healthcare revolution. These discoveries aren't just headlines, they're building blocks of a future where disease is caught earlier, treated smarter, and even prevented before birth. But there's another side to this progress. We're also learning how modern life is harming us, whether it's microplastics in our arteries or unregulated herbal supplements on store shelves. The intersection of biology, technology, and environment is becoming clearer and more complex. As AI helps decode genetic conditions and sensors detect illness faster than ever, we are entering an era where health decisions could be made in real time, personalized to your DNA, your lifestyle, even your microbiome. This week's breakthroughs are a preview of that future. So if you're fascinated by where medicine is going and how science might one day save your life, subscribe, share, and stay curious. The next discovery is just a week away.